Welcome to your bathroom cleaning video. Feel free to play this and listen to my voice while you clean, listen and pause as you work through your tasks, or watch this video through and then clean, whatever suits you best. Now I know, the bathroom is probably one of the least exciting places for you to clean, and I have to agree with you, it's not the best. But the great news is, I've got such a solid plan for bathroom cleaning that once you know how it's done, you can breeze through it. The typical bathroom cleaning challenges usually involve lots of stray hairs, toothpaste splatters, gunky buildup in the sink and tub, and mildew or moisture issues. While it will require some extra elbow grease, with the right plans, products, and tools in place, you can tackle this space efficiently and expect amazing results. There are a few more things to do throughout the year, and you can easily schedule those in too. There's nothing like stepping into a clean and serene bathroom, and better yet, walking out of one after getting ready for the day. I feel like $1,000,000. In my bathroom, the challenges I face are the organization of products, hair, hello, got a lot of that, and toothpaste splatters. Also, keeping my toilet and tub looking and feeling clean and welcoming, if you can say welcoming and toilet in the same sentence. These are what I'd call my MIAs for the bathroom. And because it's a smaller space, it needs to be kept in great shape, or else a mess begets a mess and it starts to fall messy pretty quickly. Head over to your bathroom now. Have a look around and think about your MIAs or your most important areas in here. What makes you grossed out, annoyed, frustrated, or stressed out when you think about the state of your bathroom? Take a minute to do this. It's important to know where you need to focus. Great. Now that you've done it, consider your bathroom cleaning plan of action. What are you going to focus on? What are the products, tools, and techniques that you need to use in this space? What are you going to schedule for another time? I'm glad you're doing this. This thought process will save you a ton of time once you get started. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Take a moment now to set your intention for the cleaning by visualizing what you want. This really helps you get in the zone and mentally prepare for the best possible outcome. So go stand in the middle of your bathroom and close your eyes just for a moment and imagine what your space would look like, ideally, if it were clean to your liking. Great, you've set your goal and that's what you're going to work toward. Even if it seems overwhelming, I can assure you this is doable and you are going to get the bathroom to a level of clean that makes you feel happy. Now we'll move on to the second step of the Maker Method, PTTs, or Products, Tools, and Techniques. The bathroom is one of the most important spaces to think about using the right PTTs. If you don't, it'll cause you to spend way more time and effort accomplishing tasks which would take you significantly less time and work. Before you get going, if you have the book, I recommend skimming the bathroom section to get a good idea of how this cleaning is going to flow and what exact moves and techniques you should employ, and of course what products and tools you can use. To get yourself in the mood, consider playing music or a podcast and lighting a candle or diffusing essential oils. Open the window if weather permits. Especially in a small space like a bathroom, this can really make a difference in your mood. Right before you begin, look at your bathroom and just remind yourself that in about 30 minutes or so, this small space is going to look amazing and feel cleaner and more relaxing to be in. It feels so good to spend time in a clean bathroom. Talk about self-care, and you are well on your way. So as we always do, head over to your starting point and begin cleaning. I have a very particular timeline for pre-treating and cleaning items in the bathroom that you can read about on page 140. I developed this to minimize time spent cleaning in the bathroom, one space I knew would be a time suck for me and my employees. And it's always amazed me how much time we saved by cleaning in this particular manner. And once you try it, you'll know exactly what I mean. Keep an eye out for those grimy areas too, like points of contact, dusty towel bars, and toilet paper holders, grime rings around the sink, and hard water buildup on faucets. Is there anything that needs to be pre-treated? Have you had a look at your ceiling vent, your baseboards, your cupboard doors? Do they need some extra attention today? Or is that something you'll do during a more thorough cleaning? It's your call. How about your shower caddy? I explain exactly how to clean it on page 144. It really gets grotty after a while. Remember that when you're cleaning a tub and tiles, using the right product to get rid of soap scum on tiles or hard water on glass will save you a significant amount of time. Have vinegar handy to really polish up your faucets and mirrors. I find when I wipe a vinegar-soaked cloth on my faucets, they get shinier than anything, and vinegar is also a great mirror cleaner. While cleaning, take a moment to evaluate the products and objects that you have in your bathroom. Do you still use them, and do you still like them? Is there anything expired or no longer usable? Being mindful of this will help you part ways with anything that's cluttering up your space unnecessarily, and the bathroom is certainly a place that you need to be very business about keeping as clutter-free as possible. As you're working, pause for a moment and just remind yourself how proud you are for dedicating this time to cleaning your bathroom, probably one of the most disliked and challenging spaces to clean, and you're doing it. Getting ready in the bathroom, whether it's for your day or for the evening, feels so much better in a clean space. This time you're spending is an investment in your well-being. Take my word, you're doing great. As you wind down cleaning the bathroom, clear away the items that you've used to clean, replace any items that you've removed, and put the final finishes on your space, fresh towels and all. All right, now stand back and observe what you've done. Smile ear to ear, pat yourself on the back, let out a little spirited cheer, or do a quick dance. Whatever you need to do, you deserve to congratulate yourself and ride the feel-good vibes of your efforts. Your bathroom looks noticeably better now, and it's all because of you. The bathroom definitely requires ongoing maintenance, or else toothpaste splatters, hair, and product clutter can take that tiny space over lightning fast. I highly recommend creating a daily bathroom cleanup routine. It doesn't need to take more than a minute or two, but you will accomplish so much and you'll keep the space tidy between bigger cleans, making it much more enjoyable to be in each day, but also much easier to clean when you actually decide to do your bigger cleaning. There will be those one-off jobs in the bathroom too, and you should schedule those in throughout the year, like cleaning your vents, washing shower curtains, bathroom rugs and shower mats, your toothbrush holder and your soap pumps, and of course, cleaning inside your cupboards and drawers. You've done it! Congratulations! I am so proud that you got through the bathroom and made it look glowing. Great work! And up next, we're going to the bedroom. Please share your journey with me by using hashtag KickstartCMS and tagging me on Instagram and Twitter using the handles @CleanMySpace and @MelissaMaker. You can also share your photos with us on Facebook or send me an email to info@cleanmyspace.com. I'd love to know how this is helping you.